What's up, Taiwan? Good evening. I'm Erika Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. U.S. President Joe Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping are expected to have a phone call on Thursday. That's according to Reuters news agency. U.S. National Security spokesperson John Kirby told reporters on Tuesday that the call would cover topics including tensions over Taiwan, the Ukraine war, and managing economic competition. The call comes as China warns Washington over a possible visit to Taiwan by U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. That would be the first visit by a sitting House Speaker in 25 years. The Biden-Xi phone call would be the fifth time the two leaders have spoken. It's day 3 of Taiwan's Hanguang exercises, the largest military drills in the country. Events on Wednesday focused on protecting Taiwan's capital of Taipei, perhaps the most important exercise yet. This report from Bing Wang.
Protecting a vital gateway to Taipei, Taiwan's military is rehearsing its defense of the capital city should an enemy attack through the Danshui River. It's day 3 of the week-long Hanguang military exercises. These drills take place every year, but this one in Taipei is seen as the most crucial.
这一段呢，事实最主要的一段，其实是敌军最可能来透过这个上岸之后，夺取了台北港之后，敌军可以很顺利的短时间之内就会大批的上岸。
2.6 million people live in Taipei, the economic and political hub of Taiwan. Defense strategists believe this city is a prime target for possible invasion. Just across the narrow strait on the west lies China, which claims Taiwan is part of its own territory and is threatened to take the country by force. This is Taipei's port, and China is just across the waters over there, and Taipei is only 15 kilometers that way. Preventing an enemy invasion on this port and accessing Taipei's capital is integral to Taiwan's defense. Experts say if Taipei is taken, then Taiwan will fall as well. For Taiwan's military, seeing Ukrainians defend their country from Russia's invasion has prompted reassessment of their own combat strategy. Like Ukraine, Taiwan knows it can't match a larger adversary's military power, and it's concerned it might have to mount a defense on its own.
We can see many asymmetrical warfare in the exercise, which will be emphasizing missile attack, and will be focusing on like the sea mine deployment in the ocean. So I think that's kind of practice and the improvement of the asymmetrical warfare in Taiwan's defense.
There are other drills taking place across the country, including live fire simulations, exercises involving reserve forces, and public participation in civil defense preparedness. Back in the capital, in an area vulnerable to invasion from Chinese forces, Taiwan's military is hoping tactics practiced here can effectively counter an attack from a much larger foe. Patrick Chen, Ricky, Bing Wang, in New Taipei for TaiwanPlus.
The Hanguang exercises have continued in other parts of Taiwan as well. On the Jingmen Islands, which lie just 6 kilometers from the Chinese coast, paratroopers joined anti-landing exercises involving heavy artillery. And in the southern county of Pingdong, over 70 paratroopers jumped from 5 transport planes in formation. A military spokesperson said the exercise was designed to test Taiwan's ability to quickly send reinforcements to different parts of the country. A Japanese parliamentary delegation has arrived in Taiwan with regional security high on the agenda. Former Defense Minister Shigeru Ishiba is leading the delegation on a 4-day visit. The group will meet with President Tsai Ing-wen and other top officials. Ishiba says they will discuss regional security with the goal of improving bilateral security ties. The visit comes a week after Japan released its annual defense white paper that warns about China's plans for taking control of Taiwan. Former Hsinchu Mayor Lin Zhijian is under fire for construction problems at the Hsinchu baseball stadium. Several players have been injured at the stadium since it reopened. Public anger is mounting, and it's leading to a closer examination of Lin's involvement in the project. Yu Jinghua reports.
A politician under pressure. Lin Zhijian, the former mayor of Taiwan's northern city of Hsinchu, is considered a rising star of the ruling Democratic Progressive Party, or DPP. But a series of scandals have led to questions about his leadership credentials. At the center of it all, this recently reopened baseball stadium in Hsinchu. It took 3 years and $4 million to renovate, but serious construction flaws led to it being shut after just 2 days. Among other issues, an uneven playing field, which left several players injured.
已经组成了改善小组那邀集了球员工会也邀集了这一个相关的这个工程的团队，也邀集了中职那我相信这个新竹市政府一定会在最快的时间把这个球场修复好
Aside from an apology, Lin has offered to pay for the injured players' medical bills. But this has not dampened critics' calls for an inquiry into who is responsible for the poor condition of the stadium.
我自己这边是已经准备好监察院的书面报告，那我知道国民党好像已经有去监察院去送。
The baseball stadium controversy follows hot on the heels of accusations that Lin plagiarized his two master's theses, allegedly taking portions directly from a government report. Lin denies any wrongdoing. Lin stepped down as Hsinchu mayor prior to the controversies to run for office as the DPP's candidate in the nearby city of Taoyuan. But with the Hsinchu District Prosecutor's Office opening a case into the renovation of the baseball stadium, and Lin's old universities looking to investigate the allegations of plagiarism, one of Taiwan's up-and-coming political stars faces a nervous few months before polling day. James Renner and Yu Jinghua for TaiwanPlus.
The UK's stance towards Taiwan could be changing soon. The country's ruling Conservative Party is looking for a new leader who would also become Prime Minister. Luke de Pulford is a commissioner in the Conservative Party Human Rights Commission. He spoke with TaiwanPlus in a personal capacity about the possibility for change in the UK's policy towards Taiwan.
I think both candidates are setting the scene for a wholesale review of our policy towards China and consequently a review of our posture towards the Indo-Pacific more generally. I think what I'd say about Taiwan is that Liz Truss gave a pretty strong answer about Taiwan's right to self-determination, but also right to defend itself against aggression from the PRC. And Rishi didn't disagree with that. I think that's very significant because that is a huge departure from where the UK government is right now and has always been, which is not really to treat diplomatic relations with Taiwan very seriously. That seems set to change. And if that does change, I think it's got to be a good thing, not just for the UK, but for strategy, a Taiwan strategy, the possibility of a Taiwan strategy developing throughout Europe.
If you want to catch some Pokemon, you may want to look to the skies. Pikachu and other Pokemon will be prominently displayed on a China Airlines plane, Taiwan's flagship carrier. The specially decorated jet will start flying this fall to destinations in several parts of Asia. China Airlines and the Pokemon Company are also planning special deals for workers who are hit hard by the COVID-19 pandemic, including medical staff, airport police, and quarantine taxi drivers. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with images of a 2-month-old leopard cat at the Taipei Zoo. Zookeepers say the young feline is in great health and ready to explore the world. I'm Erika Liu. Take care and see you next time.